Hello, Cancer. Welcome. Take a seat and relax. There's nothing you need to do in this present moment, Cancer, except to relax and enjoy your reading. And to start your reading off, all right, we have card number 5. Yes, Cancer. This is your hard shell coming up, Cancer. This is your inner Pammy wanting to come out, your inner confidence. Channel your inner Pammy. Be more honest. Be confident. Start telling people what you want directly. Be like Pam and say, look out world, because old Pammy is getting what she wants. Except don't call her Pammy, because she doesn't like that. And she's going to call you out on it. Because she tells people what she wants directly. So that is what we are channeling right now, Cancer. You are going to tell people what you want directly. If there's something that you don't like getting called Pammy, right? Tell people that. If they call you Pammy, right? I bet the old normal you would have let that slide, because whatever, it's just a name, you know? But no, not this, Cancer. Not right now. Not in this situation. We protect ourselves. We protect our family. We protect who we are. And we protect ourselves. That is important. The most important one. Remember to protect yourself. Protect yourself the way that you protect other people. Okay, Cancer? And I want you to be confident. I want you to be honest. I want you to embody that power and to embody yourself. You know, you are who you are, Cancer. Let's go. So, yeah, channel your inner confidence, bro. You got this. You got Three of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Beautiful. Look at that. Three of Cups. That's someone who has your back, right? Have your back, okay? Knight of Pentacles is a person that is going to take care of such of a thing, even if it takes a long time, okay? So this is you taking care of yourself, and it doesn't matter how long it takes for this inner Pammy to come out, for this inner confidence to come out. It does not matter how long it takes. You love yourself so much, and you know you deserve it, and I mean, it's in there, you know, it's gonna come out eventually. But this is the Knight of Pentacles. Imagine the energy of someone who loves to take care of you, who nurtures you, right? Just like a garden needs to be tended to, right? If a garden is not tended to, if it's not watered the right way, if it's not, you know, being taken care of, if it's not having the right amount of sun, you know, it's not going to do well, right? It needs to be very taken care of, right? So this is you taking care of yourself, right? The Three of Cups. Look at that. Don't you want to be homies with yourself? Don't you want to be homies with yourself, Cancer? How cool would it be to be homies with yourself and to have a good time? And okay, so the Tree of Life, right? So this is the abyss. Okay, this is above the abyss. There's 3 things here above the abyss. Ultimately, this is all about one, right? This is all about you. This is about the one going through different phases, different ways of being, different things, different places, right? But there is 3 things here, okay? There is 3 different things here. Imagine that there is no time. There is no progression of time, all right? A place to where there is no time. That means that everything that happened in the time, right, is happening at the same time, because there is no time. So it's all in one place. So imagine running into your other ways of being, your other ways of self, right? Just like that Spider-Man meme, right? Just like how it's very popular right now for in superhero movies and in movies in general, for there to be, you know, what do they call them? Oh no. I was gonna say multi-dimensional, but that doesn't make sense. That's not the right word. Multiverse, yeah, multiversal stuff, you know. So imagine that happens when there is no, in the place of no time, right? Because there is no progression, there is of time. So everything that ever was is at this place of no time. So imagine this is like the Spider-Man meme, right? You running into yourself and going, hey, that's us. And so why would you hurt yourself, right? And now imagine hanging out, being homies with yourself, right? I mean, imagine having someone who knows you so well, right, that they just know what you need, they know what you like, they know what you don't like. Yeah, so this is your inner confidence wanting to come out. It's that side of you that wants to take care of you, that wants to nurture you, that wants you to take you places that you can't even imagine, right? So this really feels like you are finding that love within yourself, Cancer, and that you are treating yourself nice, and you are treating yourself the way you deserve, right? This is what you want. This is what you want. Conditioning in the mind. Whoa, what a turn, Cancer. What happened? What happened to Cancer? Okay, so at the very beginning, the focus of this reading is confidence, right? So this clearly is you not having confidence, right? So I just explained everything that we want, and I hope you got excited, right? I hope you grabbed that feeling, and you're like, and you don't want to let it go, and you want to keep that feeling, and you want to lust after that feeling, and you want to rush after that feeling, and you let your inner confidence come out, right? Because you deserve it. You deserve to treat yourself that way, okay? But this is what we're dealing with to get there, apparently. The conditioning, right? This is the old pattern of you, just letting things slide by, right? And it's all in the mind. It's all about your perspective. So see, this is you being your confidence, but obviously you don't have confidence, right? Because your confidence is wearing a sheep thing. Your confidence wants to blend in. But confidence ain't about blending in. We all have something that shines. We all have an inner light, right? Guess what? Lights are meant to be seen. Lights shine, and they don't mean to, to be seen that way. They just are. That's just the way that they are. So when a light shines, it is just a natural that it's going to be seen by people, right? So it's the same with your confidence, and it's not, and that's what real confidence is, right? One that doesn't want to be seen, right? It just is seen because that's just what it is, right? So this is the lion being a lion because that's what the lion is. Lion is no sheep. So this is your mentality, okay? So we are in the mentality here, and of course that's where mentality, that's how you stop your confidence, right? By telling yourself that you're not confident in your mind, by the words that you tell yourself. So that stops your confidence. Your confidence was never meant to be stopped. It would just move, it would just come out normally, but you use words that are telling you stop. Don't correct them. Don't. It's okay. We can brush this off, right? But there is a part of you, there is a lion, there is a confidence in you, Cancer, just like there is in all of us, okay? So this feels like, if we are talking about Cancer, like the crab, right? Like the hard outer shell, right? The confidence outer shell of protecting ourselves. Well, there's a squishy part, right? So it's this squishy part that sees itself as a squishy, vulnerable, even though this squishy, vulnerable part of ourselves is actually that confidence that we have been hiding, that we have been protecting, right? But that confidence doesn't need protecting at this moment, Cancer. You want to come out. Whatever it is that you feel like doing, just do it. Stop telling yourself no. Stop stopping yourself. No more stopping yourself, Cancer. Whatever it is that you feel like doing, whatever it is that brings you these type of good feelings, just go for it. Stop telling yourself no. Your mind is the one that's stopping you from enjoying this confidence, from enjoying so much love, from enjoying great things to happen, from enjoying great adventures to be explored. So it's time for all of that. If you want it, Cancer, it is there. But obviously, it's up to you. You are the one that has to tell yourself that you can do it, that you do have confidence, that you are a lion, that you deserve to have fun, right? It's up to you to be the knight that saves you, to be that knight in shining armor and be like, hey, I need to stop talking bad about myself. That is because those things are not true. Even if I do suck at one point, I am trying my best, and I am doing my best, and I am going to keep trying, and I'm going to keep doing my best. And that is all that matters. And it matters that you do, not that you do good, right? It just matters that you do at this point. Ace of Cups paired with the Seven of Cups. That's two completely opposite types of energy. Look at that. The Seven of Cups, the debach, even the word, it sounds horrible. And it just, look at it. It just looks horrible. I don't want to be there. Seven of Cups. But that is the feeling. However you feel when looking at the Seven of Cups, that is that feeling that the Seven of Cups is describing, compared to the Ace of Cups, right? Look at that. I would have liked to hang out in there. That looks fun. That looks almost like this party. Like these people would, if we can make them smaller, they'd be partying in there. That's a good place. That's your emotions being fulfilled. Your emotions at their best. Your emotions having good potential instead of your emotions making yourself small, trying to hide you. So it's kind of, this trip that we took is kind of weird. We really focused on our mind here, on the way that we are talking to ourselves, on the words that we are saying, right? Even in the Bible it says, and the Word was God, right? That just means that the Word is very powerful. And just like right now we are using the Word to tell ourselves that we are not confident, well, the Word is God. Yes, we are not confident because we tell ourselves. If you tell yourself, it is really that simple, but it doesn't feel that simple. And that's kind of the point here, that it doesn't feel that it's that simple, and it doesn't feel simple to be confident, even though it's in there, and even though it's part of ourselves, even though it might be natural, it might be just who we are, but it doesn't feel that way. So cool. I hope I explained this enough into where you can find your own solution. Okay, so because that is the point here. Because if I just tell you what to do, then you're just a robot, just following orders. But we don't want that. We want to understand. We want to know. We want to be, and to be able to be, to be able to embody. We got to understand, and we got to know. We got to experience it for ourselves. So I want you to experience this confidence for yourself, because you deserve to experience it, because it's in there, and because it's who you are. And this is great stuff though, Cancer. This is great stuff. Even though this feels like a test, like a challenge, this is a good challenge, right? Good challenge for warriors. Good challenge for all warriors. All right, let's get one more card here from the Office Oracle deck to finish and round this reading off. And that card is number 9. Cool. This is there's no road here card. So let's go and read. There is no road here. There is no need to follow guidelines. There is no one right way of living life. Try creating a different path. Try a different way of doing things. Try a different perspective. There is no road. There are no rules. There are no guidelines. Make your own road. There is no one exact way of doing things. You're right in the middle, and you have all sorts of directions that you can go. There is no road. Have fun, explore, and listen to your heart. Where there is no road, you can always make one. And it's funny that this landed on the conditioning card. There is no road. We want to be conditioned. But no, this is time to be ourselves. And we are all unique, like a snowflake, right? So how do you be yourself? Well, it's different for everyone. There is no road. Everyone has their own road to follow. And that is the point of being unique. That is the point of being human, that we're all so different. And we all have our own roads to follow. And we all have our own confidences. We all have our own joys. We all have our own emotions. We all have our own way of doing things. And that is perfect, right? There is no one right way of a tree to be. There is no one right way for a fish to be, right? They're all different and they're all unique, and that's how life is supposed to be. And so this is us finally embodying our own uniqueness, or embodying our own weirdness, and having a good time doing it, because We all do. We all deserve to be ourselves, and we all deserve to be in love with ourselves. So I really hope this reading helped, Cancer. If it did help, please help me as well. Please leave me a like, leave me a comment, and subscribe if you want to keep hanging out, as this is a safe place where we try to figure life out together. So thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.